Hawthorne Bank in Liberty is a proud supporter of the Liberty School District. At Hawthorne Bank, we understand the importance of a strong community and a strong school district. We also understand the importance of a strong financial future for our school district's families and for our local businesses.
I'm Melissa Hubble.
I'm Mariah Timbers.
I'm Lynn McClure.
I'm Nick Richmond, and Hawthorne Bank is proud to support KLPS and the Liberty Public School District.
Hawthorne Bank, with you every step. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome to the press conference for Lady Jays girls basketball, December 15th, 2016. We've had a pretty good start to the season, and it has been definitely a tough early season schedule, but one that we really wanted and that we wanted to push our kids for. So I'll open it up to any questions that you guys may have.
How has this season been going so far as a team?
There's a lot of growing. There's a lot of learning. We have a lot of young kids graduating 6 seniors last year. We start freshmen at point guard. We have a sophomore that plays a lot in our top 8, another freshman that plays a lot in our top 8. We have 3 seniors that are playing right now, one that gets a lot of minutes. And so we're pretty young and new. Kids are in a lot of different roles. So wins and losses, it's been a little different. We haven't won as many as we'd like so far, but I feel like the progress is there and the opportunity to build for the rest of the season is definitely there.
So you just said that you have kind of a newer team. How is that affecting you guys, like, as a whole?
I just think there's a lot of stepping into new roles. Really, even for our returners, Mackenzie Hull and Kale Newland, even though they're kind of our go-to players, and they have been for the last couple years at times, they weren't the first option we went to, and this year they are. So that's a totally different role to step into. And everybody else filling out our roster, this is kind of their first time playing varsity. So getting that understanding of the speed of the game, how critical each and every possession is, how critical each and every free throw is, like those things are so much different than playing JV and freshmen. It's just the pressure, just kind of what it takes for a complete game to take place is different. So I think that just having a new team, it's just a lot of kind of growing through that and kind of taking a few lumps early, but learning how to play through it.
With all the work you have to do, your team probably gets pretty tired from, here and there. It's probably amazing they can even get out there some days, given the circumstances and the pressure and everything. How do you keep up their morale and increase their will to, fight on?
I think that's always a big one. We try to do a lot of things outside of basketball. Last Saturday we helped pass out food for the mayor's Christmas tree program, and we passed it out to elderly people here in the community. Last night we had a family come in. We adopted 2 families this year, so we had a family come in last night, so we spent 30 minutes with that family. We have that again tonight, so we'll do it again with the other family. A couple weeks ago we paid for everybody to go to the play to see Beauty and the Beast. So we try to do things outside of basketball that are not only team building but life lesson things that they can rest a little but still be around each other and still be around the program. And I think that helps a lot. I mean, there is no doubt we have 2.5 hour practices 5 to 6 days a week. We have multiple games. It's a lot of work, but I think when we break it up with that stuff, it helps a lot with the morale and just kind of how they feel about what they're doing.
Considering there are less returners this year, is there more pressure on the returners that are here this year than compared to last year's?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think that I just think there's a lot of pressure on everybody because we've been so good for the last several years, and I think that our kids probably put a little bit too much pressure on themselves in the beginning of we have to be perfect, and we can still uphold the tradition that we've established and be great by February and March, and that's really all that matters. And kind of getting that understanding of you're not going to win every game, and that's okay. We don't like to lose. The coaching staff hates it, to be honest, but we also understand that sometimes losing early is a good thing for later in the season. It allows us to learn more and to go back and correct mistakes that sometimes you look over when you win because you're just happy you won.
A lot of new members being added. Are you seeing any new strengths or different strengths being brought to your team?
Yeah, I think our speed and athleticism is a really good strength for us. I think that we've always been pretty fast and had athletic members on our team, but I feel like this year all the way through we're super athletic. I mean, all the way from our point guard through our 5 spot, and a lot of times your 4 and 5s. They play well, they play hard, but they're not always the most athletic kids. And I feel like, we have Mackenzie Hull at the 4 spot that can step out and hit threes and runs the floor well. I think there's just a little bit more team speed this year, which is a lot of fun to watch.
How have your returning members been kind of like leading them and showing them the ropes?
They've been doing a great job, and I think that's a tough thing for kids to step into is, how do you lead the younger kids? But we've seen it already paying off. Our junior varsity is 7-0 right now, and we thought they were going to have a really tough game against Lee Summit North on Monday, and they won 50-19. So, and that's with we have a couple more freshmen playing at that level too. So it's a young team of mainly freshmen, quite a few sophomores and a couple juniors sprinkled in, and so I feel like our leadership from our returners has been really good and kind of shown those younger kids what it takes to win and to win consistently.
Academic challenges playing into your schedule this year?
Any what?
Academic challenges?
No, I don't think so. I think that, it's, our kids are pretty good, really with anything that's kind of thrown their way. And, our schedule breaks up in a way which has been good. Like we played Monday and we don't play again until the 27th. So it's kind of nice that it gives kids breaks, and there's a lot of breaks kind of in there. There's a little bit of a break at the end of January as well, where we have some time where they can kind of refocus on things they need to refocus on. So,
be it coaches, players, or opponents, what have been some surprises that you weren't foreseeing in the preseason that you're experiencing now?
I think we knew going into it that our schedule was going to be really difficult this year, especially early season. But kind of looking back on it now, it's the most difficult schedule that we've had in the 5 years that I've been here. So, I think that was definitely kind of a shock to all of us, is just how difficult it would be playing Olathe South, who's undefeated, St. Pius, who only has 1 loss, Smithville with 1 loss, Lee Summit North undefeated still. We've just played, our 4 losses that we've had have been against teams that have a combined 2 losses. And that's, it's a pretty difficult early season schedule. So I think it's a little bit of a shock to all of us.
What do you think has been the biggest weakness that you guys have overcome so far this season?
I would say our ability to work against the press early in the season was not good at all. It was actually pretty embarrassing. We played in a jamboree against Park Hill and Ray Peck, and literally looked like we had never played basketball. And then when we played Kearney in the season opener at Kearney, they pressed us in the second half. We were down by 14. They pressed us the second half. We took care of the ball, and we ended up coming back and winning by 6. So to see that transition in such a short period of time, because it was about a week and a half, was really good for our kids to pick up and really kind of take ownership of the mistakes they were making and how to fix it. All right, I think that concludes our press conference for December 15th, 2016. Have a great Christmas and happy holidays. Go Jays.
Hawthorne Bank in Liberty is a proud supporter of the Liberty School District. At Hawthorne Bank, we understand the importance of a strong community and a strong school district. We also understand the importance of a strong financial future for our school district's families and for our local businesses.
I'm Melissa Hubble.
I'm Mariah Timbers.
I'm Lynn McClure. I'm Nick Richmond, and Hawthorne Bank is proud to support KLPS and the Liberty Public School District.
Hawthorne Bank, with you every step. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.